Hello everyone, this is Taryn with Wonderfully Made Handcrafting, and welcome to day 1 of By the Wall for God's Equipped by Jesus kit. Now I am working personally through this kit in my pocket journaling Bible. You can see that in the upper left hand corner. I created this little pocket journaling Bible through a kit that By the Wall for God had on their site when the monthly kit was released. And so that is what I've decided to do. So I'm doing all 14 days in this little Bible. Now, hopefully it can hold it. I do like a lot of chunks, so it can get a little tricky, but we're going to try our best and hope that it all fits. So since day 1 is all about the armor, I want to make sure that I am portraying that in my pocket card. And so I stamped out this warrior from the kit stamp, and I'm coloring it in with some NeoColor 2s. I chose a silver, although it's not super metallic. I will make it a little bit more metallic in the future, so just hang with me here. And I'm just wetting that with my water brush and making it blend nicely. Now, I don't often watercolor with my NeoColor 2s. I'm just more drawn to using my distress oxides most of the time. But the NeoColor 2s really match this kit very well. And also you could grab your Daniel Smith watercolors that come with this kit if you wanted to go that route as well. Now, with 13 more days left of this kit to work through, what I want to do is really use some different products that I don't normally use, or even stuff in the kit that I'm not usually using right away. I want to try to use those and bring those into these cards. And so that's kind of my goal for myself as I work through this study. These are small cards, so it's very easy to fill one up. So if you're new to Bible journaling, or if you just need a break and to mix some stuff up a little bit, or if you want to try new stuff, this is a great way to work through a kit. I really highly suggest next month. I know they sold out this month, but next month, if they have some pocket journaling Bible kits, maybe grab one and try working through it. It has been really fun for me to do my hymn studies this way. Of course, my interleaved Bible is my number one love. I love doing that. But this is just something else to kind of get your brain working in a different way and trying to see how you can fit something on a small card, and also using different products. So it's nice because you don't really have to commit to something necessarily. It's not like in your big special Bible. Like my interleaved Bible is just super special to me. And so this is kind of like my test run of stuff, like trying out new things, working through them, and seeing if I like the look of them and if I want to use them in my interleaved Bible. After coloring him all in, I will fussy cut out this warrior, and then I am going to use my craft knife and get the little tiny parts that need to be cut out. Now, you don't have to do this at all. It is not necessary. Probably no one notices besides me, but I like to get into those little places, so a craft knife is always handy. After cutting this guy out, I realized that there were some parts on his armor that looked like they may be leather buckles, and so I come back in with a brown NeoColor 2, and then I wanted to continue that, and so I had all these little spots on his shield, and I decided to add some brown into those as well. The spots were really tiny, so it got a little tricky trying to get the crayon right in the right spot, and so instead I started coming in just with my paintbrush and wiping my paintbrush on the actual NeoColor 2, and then it wasn't getting enough payoff really of color. And so then I just decided to scribble on my mixed media mat, and that seemed to work great. So for last month's kit, I took out my ink machine and made a couple of specialty foiled papers, and I decided to keep all those papers. It's easiest to kind of do those all in bulk one day and then just have some on hand. And so this paper is actually from an envelope that I got from Christmas, and I decided to use it today. I really like how it adds some metallic and some decorative pieces into this card, because simple additions like this can really make this small space more visually appealing. I really wanted to use this word flashcard. However, it can be a bit tricky because it's a little bit big for these pocket cards. You can still fit it vertically, but I wasn't wanting to do that this time. So anyways, I was trimming it down and just going to use the armor portion. However, then I thought about using the verse, so in case it gets mixed up in my Bible or whatnot, I remember exactly where I want it in my pocket Bible. And so I decided to put that in the top left-hand corner, but I need to anchor it a little bit more. And I want to add texture too. You know me, I can't go without texture. So I grab one of these little bow clippies and I am cutting down the fabric and distressing it a little bit and putting that under it, but it still wasn't giving me kind of what I wanted. I didn't necessarily think that it popped or I liked the color of it. So then I grabbed this like deep red color and I'm going to put that under it all. At first I was just trying to see what it would look like with that red color itself, but then I decided I really did like that tan color as well, and so we're just going to add a bunch of layers and then put that Ephesians verse on it as well. Now, before I add too much chunk to the front side of this card, I want to turn it over because I have some stamping to do on the back side. I had purchased this Words in Action alpha stamp. This is one of the larger 6x8 alpha stamps, and I'm using it specifically for the numbers. Every day I hope to stamp a number on the back side of these cards to correspond with what study day it was from. And so today I have a little extra room, so I'm going to add the word day with my outliner stamp. Now, these are still in stock in the shop and they work awesome with the clear alphas and also the alphas that come with your kit. They add a great border around it to kind of pop it off the page a little bit, and it is also helpful in getting your letters straight. So here is where I add a little bit more of a metallic look to this armor. I grabbed my Distress mica stains in the color Empty Tomb. It is this dark silver. I am so glad I sprayed it on the sheet first because it was definitely darker than I anticipated. And so now instead I just sprayed it on my mixed media mat and I'm using my water brush to kind of blend it in a little bit. It does make everything a little darker, so I'm just using it on the shield and on the darker points of my armor, and then it adds this kind of metallic sheen when you look at it in a certain light. Now it also does erase my little dot work on this shield with that brown NeoColor, but it moves that brown around the shield in a way that I actually really love. It makes it just kind of look a little bit more grungy, and I will come back to those little dots around the shield later, so don't worry, we're not losing it completely. Once this is dry, I'll glue it down to my pocket card. Now this is stamped out on some watercolor paper, so it is a heavier paper. So I'm making sure to add a lot of glue on the back side. And when I place it, I'm going to hold it for a second and just push down. But this glue dries super fast, so it's not a problem. So here is where I'm going to re-add that brown to the shield, and I actually like it even better. I'm using these Nuvo drops in a new color that I got over Christmas that is Dirty Bronze, and it is the perfect color, exactly what I was hoping for. So I'm actually kind of glad that that metallic spray or the mica spray moved that NeoColor 2 off because this just added to it. After that, this card will be done. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I will also link the next video to be the one where I work on this pocket journaling Bible. I will link everything I use down below that's available, and I hope you have a great day, guys. Bye.